Bintan of Indonesia, the Bintan Islands, and we're in the Anmon resort right now. It's my very first time being here in Indonesia, honestly, but so far it's hotter than Singapore. Alright, so everybody stays in a tent like this. This is my own little tent, and it is really a tent, okay? This is really a tent, and for the past 40 something hours I have been staying here, and I believe it's quite fun, and it's literally camping. And this is the resort itself. There's like two water parks. I saw one over here and the other one at the back, but it's all set up very tent-like. So apparently I'm staying in the Opal 15. And then there's like a bar something, like Balo or something. I don't really know, but yeah, this place is really big. And then behind there is another like water park. It's all really like water-based thing up in here. And then I don't know, I just see it's like very cool. Alright, so this is the room itself. It has like a sunroof, literally sunroof. One of the best perks of having the room. And then you got one bed, another bed here, another bed. It's movable and stuff. And I just went for a dip in the lagoon, like pool slash lagoon. And it's very like sea water-ish, because it was very salty, right? And I didn't know that if you have dyed hair and you go into a water that has like very salty-ish characteristics, it will destroy your hair color. Like before this, my hair was purple. After I went in, came out, it washed off. And it's very cool. It's very tent-like, literally. And when you walk out, there is like two little bed stuff, and then like a little table here with phone chargers and plugs, and you can tear this little thing, and it's like a window, you know, just use your imagination. And this is the little tent area, but it's like very hot. So for the past few days I have been staying here, and it's really camping like. And when you camp, it's literally there's pros and cons towards camping. Like the first con would be that you do hear people at night around 10 p.m. But around after 11, people just chill and just sleep. So if you're one of those people that sleeps early, don't really worry, because you won't have much problems, because everybody's quite quiet over here. After a certain time, it's very chill, you know, and that's that, essentially speaking. So there's a lot of pros when you stay here. One pro is that there's a lot of things to do. There's an activity bundle you can buy for a certain amount of price, and this is a place where you chill too. So I'm just gonna sit here and just list out the things for me to do. So one thing that I did was I went swimming in the Crystal Lagoon. It's not an actual sea. It's a sea-like thing. The water is very salty, but it's like filtered seawater. Does that make sense? The pros is that you get to do a lot of things. It's actually camping. You know, the staff here, everybody's so nice. It's so nice. You know, like you will get bored after 2 days or something, because you have to understand, Bintan is very small, okay, and there isn't essentially that much to do, but you can make the most of it. And there's a lot of how do I call this, recreational activities up in this place. Like the view here is just phenomenal. It's just literally something you see out of like a fantasy book. But the thing is that in the morning around 7 or 6ish, the sun comes up and it hits really hard even till the afternoon. So you have to keep that in mind. Bring sunglasses. I did not brought mine with me, but just keep in mind that my eyes are burning right now, and I have to squint just cause the sun is that hot, and it's really bright. And when just keep in mind, you have to on your fan and just make your air conditioning the lowest possible at the morning and afternoon time, just cause it's very hot, and the tent material is like PVC, and it actually makes the room very hot too. And this is the beautiful Crystal Lagoon. Okay, so imagine this pool is like U shape or V shape, okay, and it's really deep, okay, which is very good if you love swimming in an ocean-like place. This 100% recreates an ocean-like view or feeling up in here. And this is the beautiful, I know it's so beautiful, even on camera it's so beautiful. And then these are the tents that we sleep in yesterday. And they have like different names going for the tents, but they all like just roughly, it's newly built, so it's not numerically, how do I say this? It's not numerically like sorted out. Yeah, it's not numerically sorted, but it's still sorted by amber, opal, and I don't know, there's a lot of names. And there's about 3 hotels combining here, and this is Anmon. I think that's like Treasure Bay, and at the back it's another weird hotel that has like a certain name which I can't pronounce for the life of me. I'm just gonna face here and talk because every time when I face the back, the sun is directly behind me and my camera just can't focus. So anyways, this is the very beautiful place, and around here this is the place where you can ride ATVs, but not everything is for free. You have to pay a certain amount for a 1-day pass, and it's pretty, the price is acceptable, you know, if you're staying here in the long term. But I stayed here for about 2 nights, and then that's just pretty much it for me. Yeah, I guess you would just enjoy your stay pretty much. There's nothing bad about this place, just that there's nothing bad about this facility, okay, because this facility just cannot be bad. It's really good. Highly recommend it, by the way. And this is the ATV place. Damn, I've walked damn far. If you just out of curiosity where I've started at that little dot here, and I've been trying to like talk and film for the past few minutes and stuff. I've walked a lot. This whole circle that I just walked, I am currently walking, I would say it's a good 1 kilometer plus. That's how big the pool is too. Once you walk past half, that is Treasure Bay, Bintan. And I have actually walked to the what's this, the beach bar, food street, but this is another hotel, and then they have food over here. There's a total of 3 places that sells food here. Anmon has about the Marine Cafe, and Anmon Hotel itself does serve food, so that's 2. And then over here there's about food street, so the Treasure Bay has a food street, so that's 3. And then another hotel that I can't pronounce for the life of me also serve food, which is 4. And they all have different sorts of pricing too. But if you want to find the cheapest, it's Anmon. The most expensive one would be the one that I can't pronounce. And we have came to another place. It's a lot of photo-friendly spots up in here. Alright, so if you ever do choose to go outside for food or whatever, just keep in mind that prices for taxi is a little bit on the expensive side, and there is car rental, but I'm not sure how to get it, but I'm pretty sure it's not that cheap. To my knowledge, there's another food place up in here. It's about 1 kilometer away, and I think you can walk there, but navigating might be a little bit hard. For example, I was told that if I were to take a taxi from this resort to about the 1 kilometer, let's just make a mark of 1 kilometer, it might be at least $28 or $20, all the way to like the mid 40s or 50s Singapore dollar. So that's a little bit pricey if you consider if it's just for a 1 kilometer ride. So taxi is definitely a no-no. But if you're staying for like a long term, about 4 to 5 days, go for it, you know. Just go for like 1-day trip. Make your taxi trip really worth it, because to and back you're going for about 2 kilometers. So whatever that price is, you have to times 2. So just make sure whatever you do in that trip with your taxi, make sure it's goddamn well worth it, because it's pricey as hell. As for car rentals, I think it's a good rule of thumb just to think it as like the same price. And this is the another hotel. I don't know the name. I'm not gonna even try. And this is their little another tent hotel too, and beside that's Anmon. And these are the second hotel. What that is what they look like. It's pretty cool because they lay things out and everything in the morning. And we are back to square one, and that's the exit of the resort. And this is Anmon, and I just concluded my own little wrap up. There's a little place which I didn't really show you, which is the cafe, which is literally here. Actually, like, I have to get breakfast later, so I'll just show you guys later.